News Services Division of All India Radio presents Employment News.
Welcome to the program Employment News. I'm Anita Anand giving you a quick update about some of the job vacancies where you can apply. Today we will be discussing about vacancies in 11 Gorkha Rifles Regimental Centre, Lucknow, Dr. A. Lakshmipati Regional Ayurveda Research Institute, Chennai, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, National Water Development Agency, Assam University, and Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Applications are invited from eligible Indian citizens for the following posts of direct recruitment of Civilian Group C in 11 Gorkha Rifles Regimental Centre, Lucknow. One post of stenographer, grade 2, and one post of barber. Closing date for receiving of applications will be 28 days from the date of publication of the advertisement. Late submission of application will not be accepted. Every applicant must apply separately for each post. Applications will be accepted only through registered post or speed post. Dr. A. Lakshmipati Regional Ayurveda Research Institute, Chennai, under the Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India invites applications from eligible candidates for one post of lab attendant to be filled up on regular basis. The post is temporary but likely to be continued. Fresh appointees shall be governed by new pension scheme. The candidates selected will be on probation for 2 years, which may be extended at the discretion of the competent authority. The posts carry all India transfer liability and candidates must be willing to serve anywhere in India in any peripheral institutes or units of the Council. Age will be reckoned as on 1st of January 2022. The age relaxation for reserved category candidates shall be admissible only in case of vacancies reserved for such categories. The reserved category candidates who apply against unreserved posts are not entitled for any such relaxation. Work experience would be determined as on the last date of receipt of the application. Application for the above post is to be submitted within 30 days from the date of advertisement by registered post with acknowledgement only. Application received after the due date will not be considered in any circumstances. For further details and to download application form, please visit Council's website www.ccras.nic.in. All candidates found eligible for the posts applied based on details filled in the application form will be called for the written test provisionally. No photocopy of any of the documents pertaining to their eligibility, caste, date of birth, experience, etc. is required to be enclosed along with the form. The details submitted by the candidates in their application form will be verified with their original documents at the document verification stage before offer of appointment letter is issued. Indian Oil Corporation Limited, the largest commercial undertaking in India and a Fortune Global 500 company, requires result-oriented, experienced personnel with initiative and enterprise for its Barauni refinery, Bihar. Online applications are invited from bright, young and energetic persons of Indian nationality for 4 posts of Junior Engineering Assistant for Production in Chemical Discipline. Online registration of application commences from 1000 hours on 8th of March 2022 and closes at 1600 hours on 29th of March 2022. The link to the online registration of the application has been hosted on the website www.iocrefrecruit.in. The written test is likely to be held in the month of April. Candidates are hereby informed that any corrigendum or addendum, etc., with regard to this advertisement will be made available on www.iocl.com only. Candidates are advised to refer to the above website periodically for updates. All future correspondence with respect to the advertised posts will be made only through www.iocl.com. It is proposed to fill up 11 numbers of posts of Deputy Director or Executive Engineer Civil in the National Water Development Agency, Department of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India, on deputation including short-term contract basis. The detailed advertisement may be downloaded from the website www.nwda.gov.in. The closing date for submission of application shall be 60 days from the date of publication of this advertisement in the Employment News. Online applications are invited from the eligible Indian citizens and overseas citizens of India for various teaching positions of Assam University at its headquarters, Silchar and Difu campus. For Silchar campus, 1 post of Professor of Bengali, 1 post of Professor of English, 3 posts of Professor of Education, 1 post of Professor of Hindi, 1 post of Professor for Life Sciences and Bioinformatics, 1 post of Professor of Mathematics, 1 post of Professor of Mass Communication, 1 post of Professor of Netaji Subhash Center, 1 post of Professor of Political Science, 1 post of Professor of Sanskrit, 1 post of Professor of Visual Arts, 1 post of Professor of Women's Studies Center, 1 post of Associate Professor of Arabic, 1 post of Associate Professor of Agricultural Engineering, 1 post of Associate Professor of Bengali, 1 post of Associate Professor of Business Administration, 1 post of Associate Professor of English, 1 post of Associate Professor of Education, 1 post of Associate Professor of Electronics and Communication Engineering, 1 post of Associate Professor of Foreign Language French, 1 post of Associate Professor of History, 1 post of Associate Professor of Life Sciences and Bioinformatics, 1 post of Associate Professor of Mathematics, 1 post of Associate Professor of Political Science, 1 post of Associate Professor of Physics, 2 posts of Assistant Professor of Agricultural Engineering, 2 posts of Assistant Professor of Computer Science, 1 post of Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Engineering, 1 post of Assistant Professor of Life Science and Bioinformatics, 1 post of Assistant Professor of Law, 1 post of Assistant Professor of Economics, 1 post of Assistant Professor of Mass Communication, 3 posts of Assistant Professor of Pharmaceutical Science, 1 post of Assistant Professor of Social Work, 1 post of Assistant Professor of Urdu, 1 post of Assistant Professor of Visual Arts, and 1 post of Professor of Political Science at Difu campus. The minimum qualification, experience, specialization, service conditions, age of superannuation, etc. are prescribed by the university or UGC or respective regulatory body like AICTE or NCTE or PCI or pay metrics, and academic level of pay is admissible along with DA and other allowances as per Ministry of Education, Government of India rules. The general instructions and other details are available at www.aus.ac.in and www.assamu1.youcanapply.com. All eligibility criteria will be reckoned on the closing date of submission of online application. The closing date of submission of online application is 16th of April 2022 at 5 p.m. Next is an addendum by Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. With reference to Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare vacancy circular of even number dated 30th November 2021 and corresponding advertisement published in the Employment News in the issue of 11 December to 17 December 2021 for filling up 1 post of Assistant Director, Cooperation or Credit in the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare on deputation including short-term contract basis. The last date for receipt of application is hereby extended till 9th of April 2022. Other contents of the earlier advertisement remain same. For complete advertisement, application format, eligibility criteria, etc., educational qualification, experience, biodata pro forma, etc., the applicants are advised to visit the official website of the department, www.agricoop.nic.in. Information about these vacancies has been published in the Employment News. There are more vacancies in the journal. If you wish to read about these employment opportunities in greater detail and more, you may refer to the job journal titled Employment News for Information in English, Rozgar Samachar for Information in Hindi, and Rozgar Samachar for Information in Urdu. It is published by the Publications Division, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and made available every Saturday. With that, we come to the end of this program. We will meet again tomorrow at 4:20 p.m.
You were listening to Employment News. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio. You can listen to it on a mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our website, newsonair.com. You may email opinion about this program at airnsdtalks@gmail.com with Employment News as subject.